Thank God it's Friday. Well, greetings to you, dear SNS lover. Bash Mutumba right back to give you the trending stories in Uganda on this 25th day of January 2019. This is Ugandan Juice, of course, and interestingly, this year the usual 40 days of January have gone really fast, and the usual Kampala cry of January hasn't really been common this time round. And just like Timon and Pumbaa love to say in The Lion King, Hakuna Matata, there ain't no worries this January. And one special thing about this day, the 25th of January, is that it is the day when the late Mozi Radio of the Radio and Weasel Good Life duo was born. And Radio was killed last year in an alleged fight at a bar, and regardless of his very soon and tragic death, his legacy still lives on through his music. And actually, some people argue that Radio was the best and is the best Ugandan musician that has ever lived. Well, that can be contested because, well, some people have other favorites like Philly Bongole Lutaya, like Jose Chameleon, but what can't be disputed is the fact that he has changed and is continuing to change many more lives, many more people's lives through his music. And talking of changing lives through music, Fik Fameica has decided to silence haters by buying a new car. Last year on December 14th, Fik had his first big venue concert ever since he joined the music industry 2 years ago. About 2 years ago is when he joined. And even though most commentators argued that the show was a flop, Fik has silenced them by buying this brand new car. Well, critics stressed that Fik was blinded by his successful hits like Kutama, like Mafia, like Property, and he attempted to start up a show at a very early time. Realistically speaking, there is no single person who can stage a show in a venue as big as Lugogo Cricket Oval or Chadondo Rugby Grounds in his second year. It's very hard to do that because you would be risking having a mega flop. But Fik Fameica, being backed by his hits, decided to stage it. And according to critics, why Fik did not perform according to expectations is the fact that he rushed the concert. That was number one. And secondly, he put it up at a wrong time. He did a wrong timing. Like, he put it up at a time when university students, who consist a very big number of his fans, because remember his fans are mainly the youth and the younger people, were back home and they had curfew, because usually people of Makerere University, Chambo, they go for concerts when they're at school. They just leave hostels and go to concerts. But when they're back home, it's a little tighter. And secondly, he put it during night time, whereby his younger fans of high school and stuff are not allowed to go out. They also have curfew. So if it were a day show, people would have come. And thirdly, it was an expensive show. It was at 20,000 Uganda shillings. And his target market, according to these people, cannot afford that amount. They would be easily affording a 10,000 show. And well, according to Fik, he has always been denying all these allegations, and he claims he performed well at his show, and he has proved this by buying a brand new Mitsubishi SUV, very expensive car. And he captioned an Instagram photo thus: "Different year, different ride, hard work pays." And also in an interview with MC Katz on NBS After 5, Fik stressed that he and his management are not in any debt whatsoever, and whoever is peddling rumors about them being in debt is lying. And he also added that he had many sponsors at his show, and people shouldn't talk lies about his show. And well, Irene Tale has come out to say she totally disregards the proposed regulations against musicians and other drama actors and performing artists. Remember, in the previous edition of Ugandan Juice, I gave you details about a proposed rule or laws that were put up to be censoring the Ugandan music, whereby every musician and artist and performing artist in general was supposed to register with the board, and was supposed to submit works before release, and was supposed to never perform twice every day at a show, and was supposed to never use anything like an intoxicant before performing. Weird rules. And according to Irene Tale, who is a diva right now, of course, has always been in this industry for a long time, she argues that this is very idiotic, and she went on to Twitter to tweet this: "Someone please tell me that these artists' rules and regulations are a big joke." And she put 3 laughing emojis. Well, Bobi Wine meets Buju Banton and Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Michael Holness. This is like the biggest story this whole week. The meeting of Bobi Wine and Buju Banton, and also the meeting of Prime Minister Andrew Michael with the same person, Bobi Wine. Bobi went to perform at Jamaican concert it's not a concert, but it's more of a festival, I should say. It's called Rebel Salute, one of the biggest reggae concerts in the world, not even just Jamaica. It's the most reputable, Rebel Salute. And Bobi Wine performed Freedom. His song about freedom is the one that he performed there, and he performed in front of Jamaican Prime Minister and Trinidad Prime Minister too. And as you might know, in the Caribbean, the heads of state are not presidents, but they are prime ministers. And the highlight of all his shows in Jamaica was the fact that he met his childhood star, his childhood icon, Buju Banton. When Bobi Wine and Bebe Cool were starting out in music, they all idolized Buju Banton. In fact, Bebe Cool was the more obsessed of the two. He was the most obsessed of Buju Banton, because for him, he even had nicknamed himself Buju Banton, and his band and his record label till today, Bebe Cool's record label, is still called Gargamel after Buju Banton's label. And when Buju was released, he actually went and performed many Buju songs at Fame Club in Kampala. So Bebe really loves Buju Banton, but it's not him that has met Buju when he has just come out of prison. It's Bobi Wine, his nemesis. And Bobi Wine still met Jamaican Prime Minister, that's Andrew Michael Holness. He's the most honorable Prime Minister, and he went on to Instagram to document both these two situations. First, the meeting of Buju Banton, and two, the meeting of the Prime Minister of Jamaica. And the most controversial story of the entire week was the one about Queen Abenacho. Queen was not anywhere on the list of graduates, because like I told you on the previous segment of Ugandan Juice, the previous episode, that Queen had graduated from Makerere University through Makerere University Business School with a bachelor's degree in business computing. And even though she was congratulated by the vice chancellor of Makerere University, Professor Barnabas Nawangwe, Scoop monitors gossip part, or gossip magazine and entertainment magazine, which is called Scoop, decided to release a story, or write a story, that Queen Abenacho was nowhere to be seen in the graduation list. Well, it's not something you can doubt, because according to the facts that have been presented by Scoop, in the entire list of graduates from the course of business computing, Queen Abenacho's name does not appear. So it was a really controversial thing. And according to Moves has come out to say that she hadn't cleared some fees at the time of printing of the book and stuff like that, but she graduated rightfully. And they dismissed rumors that people were peddling that maybe Queen had 2 retakes and that's why she couldn't graduate. But all in all, she graduated, and we are really happy for our Miss World Africa, Queen Abenacho, who is also Miss Uganda. And to crown it all, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for supporting SNS and this particular segment in particular, Ugandan Juice. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, like this video, and also don't forget to drop any comment that you have about any of today's stories in the description below. And my name is Bash Mutumba, and you can find me on Instagram at Bash Mutumba. Till then,
karibu na matukio ya burudani, gossip, lifestyle, michezo na mengine ya kufurahisha kwa kujiunga na SNS Sparking Conversation.